Hello, the PokemonFan1993 here, back with more Pokemon Unite. Last time we used my buddy, which I have right now, Garchomp, to basically just go through several 5-minute matches on Unite, and I thought, well, why not? Well, let's do it again using a different Pokemon. So, I told you that Garchomp was my favorite all-rounder, so I'm going to introduce my second favorite all-rounder, my Dragonite. So we're going to favorite this. I got to remember how. Oh, duh. Why? I always forget. I don't do that very often. Then we're going to take a look at his current set. His offense is 4 stars, his endurance is 3.5, his mobility is 3.5, his scoring is 3, and his support is 1.5, or half a star. So his moves, his held items are the Muscle Band, which gives a 5.5 basic attack speed and 12 attack. Rocky Helmet, which gives 19.6 defense and 144 HP. And Razor Claw, which gives 1.6 critical hit ratio and plus 10 extra attack. Now, the one thing that people are going to complain about if they watch this, that if they are serious, like a serious Pokemon Unite player, is you're going to see that immediately I'm not going to be using the Dragon Dance Outrage set, and that's because I believe the Extreme Speed and the Outrage is actually best if you're trying to go after foes, because for those who aren't aware how Dragonite works, when you use Outrage and you're attacking someone, even if you're not using either move, it slowly regenerates the time you need to use your Outrage again and Extreme Speed, because Outrage can keep going as long as you keep using Outrage over and over and over again. So basically, what I could do is either I can run at somebody and stomp the crap out of them until they're either dead or something in between, or I can just kind of rip on one Pokemon over and over again. The hardest part about using Dragonite in this way, and that's how you always, it doesn't matter what set you use for Dragonite, is getting it to an actual Dragonite itself, because for those who are unaware, Dragonite is actually one of the harder Pokemon to get to evolve because it's a dragon type. And all dragon types in this game, is including Dragonite, Garchomp, and I think there's one other one, are all hard to get to. I think it's level 7 or 8 you have to get to max level. Dratini starts with Twister and Dragon Breath. Twister is a attack that basically just swirls around the map and hits whatever. Dragon Breath is a move that hits what's in front of you, but while moving slightly to any direction you choose. Then later, it gets Outrage, which I explain what Outrage does, and Extreme Speed basically lets me run after somebody and cause a small amount of damage while I'm doing it. Okay. So tomorrow I will be uploading another thing of Arceus Legends. I apologize for yesterday. I ended up having my cousin move out of my house, and then she ended up taking me out to dinner, which I thought was very nice of her for helping her. So I wasn't doing anything yesterday because I was planning on doing all the stuff, and then they just kind of came through, and I was like, well, I wasn't expecting this stuff, so I didn't. The time set I had for making the video was basically used up because I have other stuff I had to do in my life. So we're going to start here. We're going to start with Twister. Now, normally I go bottom. I don't take middle a lot because it seems like that causes some problems at certain points. And interesting thing about Dratini, at least I shouldn't say Dratini. Let's say Dragonite, is that you can see that I'm using this attack, but when you use Outrage, that attack is actually a physical move. All your attacks turn from physical or special to or range to physical moves. Let's get rid of. Can I get rid of? I can help get rid of him. Nice. We got one of them. I evolved. Got Extreme Speed. Level 7. He's probably smart not leaving him like that. Okay, go ahead and grab the berry, dude. Nice. Alright. This Bulbasaur's not going to do anything, it doesn't look like, or even going to try to do anything. So we're going to try to take Rotom in the middle. When Rotom is defeated, whoever defeated him, they'll head in the direction of the opponent's goal, and as long as if Rotom reaches that goal, you'll basically get a small amount of time where you can basically score free goals. So he's going to get a 30 here. I'm going to put a 30 in here. And that's going to destroy the goal zone, and I got my combo already. So this turned out pretty well. Sometimes it turns out really bad. But I'm basically going to show you. I'm going to use Outrage here. And you're going to, if you watch my moves here, you're going to see that Outrage is slowly getting some of its thing back, and I keep using Outrage over and over again. But the only problem with Outrage is you have to be actually attacking something in order for you to keep using it over and over again. And after Outrage gauge is gone, you actually take a small second where you are unable to do anything. And that actually affects scoring as well as using any moves. So this seems like an easy match. It doesn't seem like they're really putting up a lot of. I guess they're all at our goal zone. I guess that makes about a pretty good sense. Okay, so I'm going back for Rotom again. He spawns in 7 seconds. If you don't know how he spawns or when he spawns, look in the upper left corner. You're gonna see I have a mini map and there's numbers counting down. So I gotta imagine that Talonflame is gonna help me again with this because we're gonna need all the advantages we can get. Yeah, dude, you're not getting in on this. Nice job. Talonflame's Unite move lets it push it away and cause a bunch of damage. So that's what happened there. Dude, I don't care how strong you think you are. You can't take both of us at the same time. That's just a fact. Okay, he's running. That's fine. Score 3 goals here. Nice. Score yours. Nice. They got a Dragonite of their own. And I'm going to say this right now. If Dragonite had a better Unite move, I would use him more often. But to me, he does not have a good Unite move. It lets you, like, close in on the enemy and deal a bunch of damage. But, and it has a large range, but its attack, like, I have to show you guys. I guess I'll show you guys a bit later. Okay, so that was in the middle. We should head to the central area. The Ivysaur has been helping at all, so it doesn't surprise me if he dies. So this is Unite move. He goes in the air and drops a Draco Meteor. The only problem with that move is in between when you're not using it, or when you're not using while you're still technically on the ground, you can actually you're not gonna beat me, dude. You can actually be hit. So it doesn't make a lot of sense that he's in the air, but he's somehow getting hit. So right now I'm just dealing with Deathlos by myself just by using the OutRage and ExtremeSpeed combo. All right, we got this. So I'm actually going to go up top. I'm going to flake out for a second here. And I'm going to score a 40 here, which is going to almost eliminate their entire goal zone. I need 20 more points to knock that one out. I'm pretty sure Talonflame's going to take care of that. That does works a lot like Rotom, so you can score points almost uninterrupted. Once again, I still say the Outrage combo is better because I think he was using the regular combo that a lot of people play. And the thing about Dragon Dance, yes, it makes you faster and makes you stronger, but that's a stacking ability, which means that if you die or something happens where they can cut it off, that means that you have to start your stacking all over again. And I'm not crazy. I prefer immediate damage rather than stack damage. To me, it just works better that way. All right, so I'm going to go score what I got. Attempt to. Nope, their Dragonite is there, but it's not doing anything. And for some reason, I teleported over there when I use that. Now, I was going to use Dragonite at some point in one of these videos, but he got nerfed pretty badly to the point where he can't take a single hit anymore. So this is just going to be me just fighting them off for no reason, because I'm pretty sure we won this anyway. I think we got a lot more points than they did. But we're going to see what happens here. Time's up. I think we beat him by at least 100 points, if not more. Oh, more than 100. So that was pretty good. We had Ivysaur not doing much, so I'm actually... Should I do that? Let me look at his stats. Details. No, that's not what I meant to do. How do I do that again? Oh, duh. See, I want to, like... I don't know what I want to do here. So he was participating, he was doing stuff, but it seemed like compared to the rest of us, he wasn't doing much. Other than getting hit a bunch of times. But I think I'll leave it for now. Normally, if I feel like someone is not giving anything, contributing enough to the group, I will report them for whatever reason. And that is mainly because idling in this game is always, always, always a problem. And the reason people don't report is because it's not enough to tell them what they did. You have to write a small sentence on what they actually did wrong. Therefore, if I was to slip them for idling, which is where you go in AFK, you're not doing anything, I'd have to give a reason exactly why they were doing it. So usually if they're in the goal zone for the first minute, I put report, and then I put in goal zone, in starting zone for a full minute. And that usually, when you report somebody, it is either going to say, okay, we got this, and you're right, we're taking 10 play points off them, or it's going to say, we're confirming this. So there's a fair chance that they might get hit at all. But the servers in this game are actually pretty good. I mean, considering it's supposed to be a mobile game. And I mentioned this, I think, during the last video, but I'm not crazy about the mobile port of this game. Only reason being is because well, the same reason I said before. It's because if you're on a phone, there's a number of a large number of things that can happen while you're playing this game that could be problems. For example, you could lose your connection to either your data or your Wi-Fi, which can happen with the Switch 2. Another thing that could happen is someone could call you, and unless your game is unless your phone is very, very, very high quality, you're going to have to stop playing the game in order to answer the phone. Or it could be a combination of you just getting in the car, turning your data on, and going through a dead zone. And if you're idle for at least 10 to 15 seconds where you're not doing anything at all, I will report you for that, and I feel no shame of doing that because you guys need to learn how to better manage when you're playing Pokemon Unite. Probably the same way people need to manage their time when they're doing the max layer in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, so I'm worried about this Vaporeon guy because he didn't select his... I guess the game auto-selected the Dragonite for him. So we've got actually a very interesting thing. We have two all-rounders, an attacker, and then a ranged attacker. And then on the opposite team, we have a ranged attacker, a speedster, another speedster, I believe, or either a Greninja attacker, and then an all-rounder itself. I used to use Aegislash, but I couldn't really get the hang of him, so I stopped using him. What am I going to use during my next episode? Actually, come to think of it. What should I use? I think I'll run Cinderace. Because Cinderace is actually one of the better Pokemon that I find in this game to control and easy to control. Alright, so let's see if we can get as good as we did last time. Yeah, so I thought Dragonite is not moving. That's never a good sign. Let's see. So I'm just keeping an eye on him while I'm doing this because I want to see how long he's going to stay in that position for. Don't look he's moved at all. Okay, I call that malicious. I'm going to... If I remember, I'm going to report him for this match for idling. What you running from? Here comes their, what do you call it? It's the middle stage. I forget what it's called. Dual Blade. That's what it's called. Offend the goal zone thing, but I'm going to need some help here. Wow, dude, thanks for trying to think you're going to come down here and then immediately abandoning that. The good news is it looks like I'm doing a fair amount of damage. I'm going to take that so he can't, and that's probably going to knock out. Yeah, I got the Frogadier. I could use some help down here, dude. Or just going to normally go right for the points. That's pretty much everyone's thought of thing. Oh, who gives a fuck about one guy? I'm just going to score points and hopefully that works out. I tried to like tell them that I need help, but the way they messed up how the commands used to be, now I can't ever find the setting for that. Kill him. Well, if you would have came down here a little bit earlier, it probably wouldn't have been that bad. I hate people who do that. Like they look like they're going to devote their time to coming down and helping you, but when they do that, then they just freaking change direction. If you're going to do something, you got to stick with it. I'm helping. I'm here, dude. Since you're probably never going to immediately leave me. Yep, he's doing that. Asshole. See, that's what I mean. I was in the air for 3 seconds. There's no way they should be able to finish me off like that. We probably lost this match just because of Dragonite. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not trying to think that's not going to happen, but people are just morons. That guy doesn't even know how to use Dragonite. He's using... You can't move while you're using Flash Cannon. Oh, got him. There comes their Sleeveon, which, considering the way we had our team set up, I don't think that was a smart idea, her coming after that. By the way, I am fully aware of this, but some people aren't, because they're really weird. But if I see a Pokemon as male or female, I'm going to say it's male or female, depending on what I think it is. Therefore, if I'm calling Legendary a female, and it's not technically a female, if it's you know what I mean, if it's not Latias, or it's Magnera, and I say she, that's because I believe in all actuality that actually is a she and not a genderless type. Now, for some people, they're going to say, oh, you can argue that in the movie, he's got a male/female voice actor. That doesn't matter because if you guys remember, well, if you guys watch both, that is, I can't say that if you remember. There is a movie, the first movie, that's called, obviously, Pokemon the first movie. In that movie, Mewtwo's voice actor is clearly male. However, in Generation 5, they made a movie called Genesis and the Kuna of Evolution, and that Mewtwo's voice actor was female. So you could actually consider that there are multiple Mewtwo's in the universe or in that world, and one is male and one is technically female. Well, why wouldn't the rest of them be? You know what I mean? I think we got rid of the. Nope, I didn't. He just kind of there. You know, I could use some help, guys, instead of just running away. Yeah, I'm dead. Nothing I can do about that. I think we lost this match. I try, but some people are just completely incompetent. Like right now, they don't all have to be at the goal zone right now. There's no point of them doing that. We got 20 seconds left. We should be attacking, not running away. I would say if I had to choose what Pokemon I think is the most overpowered in this game, the two that I think that shouldn't be, it's Pikachu and Talonflame. Pikachu can deal a ridiculous amount of damage extremely quickly, and Talonflame's speed is just insane, plus Fly still keeps you in the air too long, even though they nerfed it. I think I have enough time for 2 more matches, but we lost that one, I'm pretty... Wow. We actually won by 30 points, I'm surprised. No thanks to... Well, I didn't do much either, but... I want to see the difference. I don't think Japan did this Japorion guy did anything in general. Yeah, at least I didn't score any points, but I actually was doing almost the highest amount of damage, and taking the most damage, and getting the most recovery. So, like I said, I'm going to show you guys real quick, since I actually have an opportunity. So, I'm going to hit report. And for this, we have idling in battle, double with self-KO, other scam advertising, inappropriate in chat, inappropriate trainer name, harassment, destructive behavior, use of cheating tools, abusive language, violent sexual content. So if I go for idling, it's going to ask me to write a report. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my switch. I'm going to say idle, and I've done this before, for first dang it, I can't spell first. And then I'm going to put minute. And I hit report. And it was successful. It says Joe Tamaro received the minus 10 play points for not doing it and not moving quick enough. Now I'm going to read this to you. Accounts with less than 84 points was right to participate in ranked matches. The accounts with less than 60 points might lose the right to participate in standard battle matches. So be sure to play fair when participating in battles. It basically means if you're below 60 points, you cannot play this game at all. You cannot play against other people. You can only play in offline mode, which means you'll always be fighting bots. At least that's what I think it is. I think it's what they're saying, because I've never gotten to the point where I lose so many points that I end up getting below 60. So I wouldn't know. I think I got time for 1 or 2 more matches, I guess, see where I'm at. Because I don't like my Switch being on charge on my dock too long, because it doesn't have anything like cooling it off. And it gets hot rather quickly. But I'm looking to get a... It's a third-party accessory. They say you hook it up to your Switch. It basically has a fan that blows in the back to keep the air going. I'm going to be getting that. And, I'll wait on that. There's no point in telling you guys right at the moment what I'm going to be doing next weekend, because chances are I'm going to be doing a lot of videos this week. More videos this week. So let's choose Dragonite again. I think this is going to be my last match with Dragonite. I think I'm done after this match. I think that's covered. I bet, what is that, like 3 or 4 matches? I think it's my 4th match? 3rd match? Like I said, how many matches I do in a half hour really depends on how everyone else is messing around, because a lot of people know what they're doing, and some people just don't. So I'm actually going to get rid of Slow Smoke, and I'm going to put on the X-Act, which I'll read to you. It increases the attack, special attack of a base, and basic attack speed for a short time, which can be helpful in a lot of situations, especially if I'm chasing after somebody that's running away. Because even if I have extreme speed and outrage, there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to chase after that person indefinitely. But if I use the X attack while they're running away, I might get enough damage in for it to knock them out. Alright, so it's Dragonite, Zorora, Greninja, and Gengar versus Machamp, Slowbro, Blastoise, and Venusaur. I can immediately tell this is going to be either very good or very bad for us because they have 2 defenders, and their the range attacker is surprisingly slow. And I believe Machamp's an all-rounder, but it's also not the greatest. Out of all these Pokemon I have used Gengar. I have not used Zorora or Machamp out of all these Pokemon that are displayed here. All right, let's do this. Hopefully everyone's not idle. Good. I'm so surprised we were able to win the last 2 matches, though. We've had a couple of people go idle. I believe they went idle anyway. Only one can take middle, guys. Of course, they don't understand that shit. Honestly, you should have let Gengar or Ghastly take middle because Zorora doesn't evolve. Dragonite, actually, Dragon Breath, I'm not going to lie, in this game is a little overpowered. Just because you can move while it's happening. Which means you can actually get an arc and you can actually hit 2 people at once with it if you were smart enough with the attack. Okay, so we have 20 seconds before that spawns. Oh, they got a... didn't see that there. They have a... Well, he's dead. They had a Bulbasaur there in the grass trying to hold everything off. It didn't work out very well. Go ahead, score, dude. I got this. Nice. Now come back and help me out, please. I guess we're taking care of this guy. Yep. Oh, wow. I thought that was him that died. It wasn't. It was my ally. I'll take that berry, though. Thank you. Well, if he would have stuck around a little while, I would have been able to beat him, but I lost. I should have gone for the X attack is what I should have done. I forget sometimes I have the item on standby. Of course, now everyone's up here, so everyone's going to ignore them at bottom now, so there's no point in me going bottom now, because I'm not going to be the only one who's going to be down there. And if we lose because of that, well, that's their fault, not mine. Well, we got the Slowbro gone, at the very least. I'm coming. Don't get your knickers in a twist. I'm going to take their spawn if they have any left. They do have some left. I just need to knock this Pokemon out to get level 8, and then I can start using my combo. There we go. Perfect. Slowbro's definitely not going to be able to get away from me. Unless he just runs into his goal zone, that could happen. Alright, I'm going to take this goal. Boom. So we took out both their goal zones and got one of ours so far. So we're doing pretty good, considering that we weren't doing too much communication there for a while. Alright, okay, so we got some backup here, or some resistance here. I'm going to run my Unite move. Also, I am going to say this one time. There should be no stats in this game that says invincible or immovable or whatever it says, because that's just bullcrap. Also, no way that this guy should be able to defend this much. Because I'm dealing like at least like 5,000 damage. Like, it's just ridiculous. See, that's what I hate. Is that I think, actually, if you want my honest opinion, I think what should happen, and it's never going to because, you know, good ideas never go through. That will just appear in the middle. Is that I believe each person should choose at random. Therefore, one person should choose, and then the next person chooses without. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it like that, but do we get it? We got it. Basically, what I'm getting at, we're gonna knock them all out. Is, for example, let's say that I chose first. I get to choose my Pokemon before anyone else. And they choose their Pokemon, but I believe there only should be one of every single Pokemon on each team. Therefore, there should be only one defender, one speedster, one all-rounder, and then one attacker. Man, you are really obsessed with trying to kill me, aren't you? Careful, that obsession might get you killed. Well, I think we got this anyway. Well, as long as Greninja scores that 50 at some point. I've had some success with Greninja too, but it's been very slight. We're in the lead. That's all I need to know. All right, so let's score. I'm going to tell it's not our chance to score because I think we can. I'm going to come back, dude. You're not going to be able to beat him that way. Okay, it looks like they're pulling full defense. Probably to stop us from winning, but I think we're winning anyway, so I don't think it matters. Let me just see who's there first. Did they really just abandon that? Nope, they got their bullshit Slowbro there. He's going to run back. We won anyway, dude. There's really no point. I also have a personal pet peeve about people who do this is that not so much like the names, like they name themselves God. Like this guy named himself Xbox Man. And I'm like, well, does it really matter what system you like playing? Because if you really want to know people release, you might as well just call yourself Christian 94 or some shit like that. I was like, wow, you want to know how much I care? 0. I don't care. It's just stupid how people nickname themselves weird stuff. And we lost because they were playing full defense the entire time. And of course, Mr. Wrist Squid was barely doing anything, I don't think. No, he wasn't doing much. All he did was take a bunch of damage. Alright, so let me grab my rewards. And then I'll end the video there. I have heard that there is another all-rounder coming up. And I need 10k coins for it. I'm at 8.5k, so I should be able to get the coins necessary before it shows up. I'm going to open the energy reward, and I got Striped Tiny Socks Gray, but I think I already have it. Yeah, so I got converted into the following, which is just extra fashion ticket stuff. Events. Music login bonus, we're going to hit that 1 key. Get more stuff. Daily lessons, I'm going to get these 2 here. We're going to claim all this stuff. Then we're going to go into our battle pass, our free battle pass, and see if we unlocked anything else. Besides, obviously, the points. Claim all, what I get. 15 of those, okay. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.